A very good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to all my lovely students in there. How are you all? So, welcome to another reading live session with Neethu's Academy. I am Vinod James, or people call me VJ. So, it's all up to you, whatever you're calling me. Yeah. So, how are things with you? Were you all eagerly waiting as always? Yes. So happy to be in front of you again with another live session. So yes, I am really looking forward to see how many of you are new, how many of you keep on commenting, and of course, yeah, thank you for the slight improvement in the shares which happened yesterday. So that means, yeah, people are thinking, one or two are feeling that, yeah, it is. Asha Shiju, good afternoon. Gina Johnny, good afternoon. Durga, good afternoon. Anju Sijin, good afternoon. Anju Devasya, good afternoon. Good noon to each one of you. Why I told all these? Because there are students who are from good morning places, there are students from good afternoon places, and there are students from good evening places as well. Divya K, a new name for me. Divya, are you new? Kessia, good afternoon. Anilamal, good afternoon. Anybody who's attending for the very first time, please be kind enough to let me know where you're from, and if so, if you are attending for the first time. Saumya Satyan, good afternoon. Susan Saji, good afternoon. Philby Jaimon, good afternoon. Philby, not familiar with that name, although. Siminibu, good afternoon. A very good afternoon to every one of you. So, how are you doing? Tell me. Good afternoon, Anaga Anus. Good afternoon. I'm in duty, but still wish to watch your video. Am I obliged, Durga? Thank you so much for that. It's always as that is all something that it's a morale booster for us. You take all that effort to come and attend. Thank you so much. Mahesh, good afternoon. Ambali, good afternoon. Sneha Matthew, good afternoon. So tell me, how were you all? That's more important for us. Like what Durga said, duty, what are you doing? What are you up to? Roshni Jitin, good evening. As I mentioned, there is another student from good evening area. Anaga knows, good afternoon. So people who are very new, why I keep on asking is, if you're new, I need to let you know certain information. Jisti Teresia, good afternoon. I know that name. Jesna Noble, good afternoon. So happy to be in front of you another day. So we have just pinned a Neethu's Academy Telegram group, the official page, yeah. So if you're not a member of it, just click that link, you will be able to get into that. Jishore, good afternoon. Jishore Calicut, is that? Jyoti Vishnu, good afternoon. Anupriya, good afternoon. Matthews, good afternoon. So these link, why we are giving this is because there are lots of fraudulent people available who try to make use of our name. അല്ലേ, ഒരു ചൊല്ല്, പഴയൊരു ചൊല്ലുണ്ട്, മാങ്ങയുള്ള മാവിലെ ആൾക്കാർ കല്ലെറിയുള്ളൂ. So they likewise, they try to misuse us. So, but we want to make sure that we come in straight into you. So Hani Prasad, good afternoon. That is why we are giving this link. So just click that link, it will take you to official Neethus Academy page. Okay, if you're not a member, please do. It's a free group again, where you will never be left empty handed. Yeah, Grace C. Josna, good afternoon. Annie Davis here. So why I say not left empty handed is because if you want some tips on listening, if you want to ask or clarify certain things on listening, do not hesitate, because these group will give you a Zoom link of Chris where he comes in front of you with listening classes. Okay, and on daily basis we post grammar challenges. Vinitha Janardhanan, good afternoon. So we post grammar challenges, then Neethu madam's link to go for the writing classes is also shared there. Having lunch, sir. Fair enough, do enjoy your lunch and do eat for us as well, yeah? Good enough. I always like that genuinity. As I mentioned, we always believe in the originality. So you have to be, as genuine as always, which I have no doubt about. About 99% of people in front of us are all genuine. That's what we love about coming in front of you. Of course, there are these 1%, isn't it? We simply avoid them. So, Donna George, good afternoon. Come on, do comment on the aspect of what are you doing, or how have your day been, or how has your day been. Tinsi Raju, good afternoon. Is there anybody who's attending for the very first time? Please do let me know. Anjali Angel, okay, fair enough. Lots of new names, but none of you have told me that you are attending for the very first time. But it's fine, okay. Because the more important, Nambilijinu, very good sir, how are you? I am always doing good as long as you say you're all doing good and you come to my live, isn't it? Jisha Thomas, good afternoon. It's of course we come on the aspect of to make sure that you all are benefited. Anjali Angel, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. So again, as I mentioned, then we have an exclusive reading telegram group, which is also a free group, although we only accept after scrutinizing. You have to send certain details to our admin. After double checking, we'll be accepting you into the group. So in that group is where you get the first access to all the Neethu's Academy reading material. And that is where we post first. Jimmy Amara, after a long time. Sonia Jinesh, good afternoon. So good afternoon to all the lovely people whom I have said, and if I have missed your name, I'm very sorry. It's not deliberate, it's just because the name keeps on popping up so quickly that I might not be in a position to grab it. Hani Prasad, good afternoon. Anjali, good afternoon. Very, very, very good afternoon to each one of you. Okay, and then please look into the aspect of making use of us. See, the whole idea behind why we come into you is to make sure that you are being better, or you are feeling that, to make sure that you all get better. Because there are certain things which I've told long back. I'm just reminding you again. The whole idea why we come and ask you, comment is to make sure that you all are becoming more confident in validating your presence in front of a public, in front of a crowd. Because that is the most important thing which we have found because people are very reluctant to come and start talking in front of, or just to say your answers in front of a crowd, thinking, oh my God, if I'm wrong, what will others think? Others have nothing to do in your Haritha Stephen. I know that name. Okay. Understood? So how many of you are going to tell me, I will comment whatever I get the answer, no matter whatever I get the answer, right, wrong, it doesn't matter. How many of you will say, yes, I will comment? Priyanka, there you go, my student from Mangalore. That's the way, because she says, Priyanka from Bangalore, good to see you. That's always her line. See, these are all something that you have to, isn't it? You as an individual, you have the charisma. You have everything unique about yourself. It's not about comparing with another person. I will. Very good. Anju Devasya. Ambili, yes, I will. Asha Shiju, yes, I will. Anju Sijan, I will. Good enough, because this word I will is a very, magical word. Once you start saying that, you will start feeling that you're becoming more confident. Ashwati, good afternoon. Simi, I will. Anila Mol, I will. Very good. Keep it up. Asha Shiju, I will. Good. Divya Mol, I will. Excellent. Tinsi Raju, I will. Very good. So this is how you should be telling yourself. Nammal endu Mahesh Gatsi, I will. See, nammakku nammadedaya oru unique identity. Like, I always love when Priyanka comes and says that. It's because that is her identity which she has created. I want all of you to have like that. Yes, sir. Jisti, I will. Donna George, I will. Very good. So this is how. Manish Matthew, good afternoon. Jasna Noble, I will. Very good. This is how you should be. Jyoti Vishnu, I will. And every time you have to say, okay, this is what I am. I am unique, isn't it? Every one of us is unique on the aspect. It's not about me being compared to somebody else. You can't. Because you have your own charisma. You have your own class. You have your own everything, features, everything exclusive for you. So why do you want to worry about what others are going to think? Lipika, Jimmy Amara, good afternoon. Sorry, I will. Good enough. Good. And this is what I love about my students is, every time you ask something, they're already there with an answer, which is most appreciated. As always, I would definitely request all of you to share the link, because we always share something which we feel that it is important. Sonia Janish, yes, I will, good enough. So the number of shares, Riz Bhuta, good afternoon, sir. Riz, very new name. If you are new, please do let me know where you're from. Yeah, if you could. It's not compulsory, because I've been requesting all the lovely students to say where you're from if you're attending for the very first time. It's just to add on to my, my memory. Okay, I have known people across every place across the globe. Santi, good afternoon. Very, very good afternoon to each one of you. Right, so as I'm mentioning the importance, so I want all of you to start utilizing. I'm a student, Riz Bhuta. Okay, maybe a different name. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Sorry. Because, this is what I love about SS. They have seen me, they're bearing with me in classes, but they still love, they to come and show the appreciation in front of live also, because that is the eagerness for them to study. So absolutely. Okay, Rizwan, I'm very sorry. I do remember the name. Alexander, good afternoon. Nancy, good afternoon. Durga, Trichy, very good. Trichy, Durga, yeah, I do remember. So this is how things happen, isn't it? See, the amount of time that you invest, you will never be left stranded. That is one thing that we guarantee from Neethu's Academy. You will never be alone. We are there to be that bridge between you and your dream destiny. Today, one of my students, again, it's all good, when students come and tell us, okay, sir, I'm going to my dream destination, March 1st is my flight. What else, as a trainer, would you expect? That is an honor from a student. Why I'm telling that is it's such a pride moment for any trainer. When a student that we have trained, we train a lot of people, but when a student comes and says that some big happening that is happening in their life, and they say, yes sir, see, I'm going, that gives us that pride moment on the aspect, saying that okay, they have that gratitude, isn't it? Tangam, Beryl, I know that name again. Good afternoon. So it's a very jubilant time when students grab that dream. So yeah, it's an absolute reality, isn't it? When you take that flight and land into the country where you dreamt about, and it has blossomed into a, what do you call, a reality, isn't it? That's a pride moment for every one of us. And we, as an Neethus family, takes all the pride when every one of our students reaches. And there are some students who are about to go and grab and make that dream a reality, because there's one exam which is coming no sooner, isn't it? Right around the corner. So, yeah, and all the very best to all the people who are going to take the exam. Our prayers are always there, and make sure that your dream becomes a reality, like others. Right, now what are we going to do in here? We are going to do Varinder Cow. I know there are a lot of cow, but Varinder, I think it's a new name again. So people who are new, please be kind enough to let me know where you're from. Yeah, just because Rizwana, I know that she's from Saudi. Because you should know, she's a Saudi national. So you have to understand, you are in a class, a platform where different nationalities come together, and Neethu family always take that pride in telling you all, because you are in a platform where n number of nationalities are also present, and you're learning in a multinational platform. Absolutely good enough, isn't it? Varsha, Usha, hi. So what are we going to do? നമ്മളോട് രണ്ട് കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് ചെയ്യുക. ഒന്ന്, ഒരു പാർട്ട് ബി ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യും. രണ്ട്, ഒരു പാർട്ട് which I've already shared. Everything is, see, the part A is of course Neethu's Academy material. You will not find it elsewhere. So that is another pride moment, isn't it? Whatever that we are coming and giving you is something that we are the inventors of it. That's a pride moment. Fair enough. So part B, the question is not there. Why? You might feel, the people who are new might feel that evada question കാണാനില്ലല്ലോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എവിടുന്ന question കിട്ടുക. We'll be sharing the question on the screen. Our question screen വരുമ്പോൾ there will be a timer, which will be a 2-minute timer. So you will have to finish your answers or finding the answers in that 2 minutes time. Do not type your answers. You are not supposed to type the answers. Okay, I will give you time to type the answers. Why? Because we are here to mutually benefit. You also have to understand, answer type another student who has still not yet found the answer, when they find that answer, that will be wrong. And we have to be that bridge. Your question is there, so please do find the answers and then we will discuss. Okay, time has exhausted, isn't it? Time just goes very quickly. So I hope all of you have found the answer. Mariam Faridi, good afternoon. So I hope all of you have found your answers. Yeah, Jessna is very quick. Good enough. I always love that enthusiasm to come and be that first person, isn't it? Good. Ambali, yes, all of you have done. Very good, very good. Done, Mahesh. Good, good, good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So would you be kind enough to let me know what is your answer? Vinitha Janardhanan, done. Where we got the answer? Asha Shiju, done. Good, good, good. So നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ എന്താ എവിടെ നിന്ന് കിട്ടിയെന്നും കൂടെ ഒന്ന് പറയാമോ? ദിവ്യ മോൾ ഡൺ, അഞ്ജു സിജിൻ ഡൺ, സാന്റി ഡൺ, ഗുഡ് ഗുഡ് ഗുഡ്, അനില മോൾ ഡൺ, മാത്യൂസ് ഡൺ, സിമിനിലു ഡൺ, അഞ്ജു ദേവസ്യ ഡൺ, വെരി ഗുഡ്, സോനിയ ജനീസ് ഡൺ, അശ്വതി ഡൺ, സ്നേഹ ഡൺ. Excellent. Rish done. Anupriya done. Okay, fair enough. Now would you be kind enough to tell me what is your answer and how you got the answer? Ani Prasad done. Evidanna kittiye enda answer. Somi Abhi done. Good, I'm eagerly waiting to see what are your answers. എന്തോ ആയിക്കോട്ടെ നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ. ഔട്ട് ഓഫ് ദ 3 A, B, C, നിങ്ങൾ മെജോറിറ്റിയോ മൈനോറിറ്റിയോ ഒന്നും നോക്കണ്ട. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താണോ കിട്ടി, എവിടെ നിന്ന് കിട്ടി, ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് ദി മോസ്റ്റ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് തിങ്. ജിഷോ ഡൺ. ഓക്കെ, ഫെയർ എനഫ്. ഓക്കെ, ഇനി എന്താ ആൻസർ എന്ന് കൂടെ പറയൂ. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദി ആൻസർ? ജിമ്മി ഡൺ. ഓക്കെ, ഫെയർ എനഫ്. Just my answer is A from the first few lines. Okay, fair enough. So I got my first answer A. Mahesh A. Okay, fair enough. Ambili A. Vinitha A. Okay. All of you saying A. I mean, so far whoever I've said. Anila Mole A. Divya Mole A. Ashwati B. Okay, fair enough. Now there. A, B. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Anupriya A. Saumya Satyan A. Okay. Resvana A. Anju Devasya B. Okay. So it's A and B, yeah? Let's see. Siminibu A. Priyanka C from last. Okay, fair enough. Now see, I have all the three answers, isn't it? This is because of the genuinity. You don't have to cover anything, isn't it? So good. So Hani Prasad A, Jyoti A, Donna A. So even though majority of the people are saying A, let's see whether Anju Sijan C. Okay, fair enough. So now you have A, B, C. All are coming up now. Santi B, Kessia B. Sorry, A. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Even though the people who have replied is about, let's say, 20% out of the whole, I want more and more people to start telling, yeah, I will also tell my answers. See, the whole idea behind why you sit on a platform to learn is to make sure that you are telling the answer, isn't it? That's more important. Matthews A, Sonia Janish A, Nancy Nainan A. See, you have to tell the answers. You have to voice your concerns is what generally നിങ്ങളൊരു പാട്ട് സോറി നിങ്ങളൊരു മെറ്റീരിയൽ വായിച്ചപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയതാണ്. You have to voice your concern. Whatever is it, A, B, C, I will voice it because it is what I got. അല്ലേ, എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയതല്ലേ പറയണ്ടേ. It's not about അയ്യോ അത്രയും പേര് പറയുന്നു, not needed അല്ലേ. Sonia PMA, Anu Tijo A. Okay, fair enough. See, another thing what I would definitely want each one of you to do is, please do like, share, click the subscribe button of the very same pages that you're watching, because it's very important so that you don't miss. And also it is that mutual thing that you are supporting us on the aspect, because the more support that we have, or what we have evolved, or how Neethu's family have evolved, is because of the love, affection and the support that you have given us. Okay, so please do like the very same page that you're watching as well. Okay, അപ്പോൾ ഇനി നമ്മൾ പാർട്ട് ബി എങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാമെന്ന് നോക്കാം. Okay, I think most of you have commented, but I wouldn't say all of you have commented. അപ്പം പാർട്ട് ബി എന്ത് ചെയ്യാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ, what is that? The first thing that you have to do is read the question, underline the keywords in the question, understand the question. Very, very, very important. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വായിച്ചിരിക്കണം, വായിക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ തന്നെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ കീവേഡ്സ് അണ്ടർലൈൻ ചെയ്യണം, അത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കണം. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇസ് വെരി സിമ്പിൾ അല്ലേ. ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഇസ് ക്ലിയർലി സെയിങ് വാട്ട് ഡസ് ദ ഗൈഡ് ലൈൻ ട്രൈ ടു റെഗുലേറ്റ്. സോ റെഗുലേറ്റ് ഇസ് എ വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് കീവേഡ്. What is it trying to regulate or trying to bring it under control? Now, option A. There are two options where you can do after reading the question. You can read the passage and then pick an answer, or you can do as what I do. I'll read my answer option, underline the keywords in the answer option, then I pick it up from the passage. That's purely subjective. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ളത് ചെയ്യാം. പക്ഷേ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വായിക്കലും അണ്ടർലൈൻ കീവേഡ്സും വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നതും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്താ പ്രശ്നം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, ജനറലി ഒരു സ്റ്റുഡൻറ്റ് എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വായിക്കും, അത് കഴിഞ്ഞ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വിട്ടു, പിന്നെ പാസേജിൽ നിന്ന് മൂന്നെണ്ണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് ഓക്കെ ഇത് പറയുന്നുണ്ട് ഇത് പറയുന്നുണ്ട് ഇത് പറയുന്നുണ്ട്, ഇതാണ് പറയുന്നത്. അങ്ങനെയല്ല, ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എന്താണ് അനുയോജ്യമായത് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ചോദ്യം. അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ്? സോ ഡു ഫൈൻഡ് ആൻ ആൻസർ ടു ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ. അപ്പോൾ ഇനീഷ്യലി when you're practicing for beginners, after underlining, once you get an answer, see whether it is what the question is asking you for. Initially it might be a time consuming thing, but at the latter part it will be okay. Okay, അപ്പം ക്ലിയർലി എന്തോ ഒന്ന് റെഗുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, എന്താണ് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ചോദ്യം. സോ ഓപ്ഷൻ എ, the number of hours work permissible. So that means the number of time that they can work, allowed to work. Option B, uneven working hours for different professions. So uneven, it's like ups and downs, yeah, different professions. So are they talking about various professions in here? Third, intensity of the work done in stipulated period of time. That means the intensity, the gross time, the most prominent thing to be given during that particular time. So heading is important. Working time regulation. So of course it is talking about the regulations of working time. So we understood that the concept is about working time regulation. Now let's go into the passage. As a general guide, these regulations state that the workers cannot be forced to work more than 48 hours. So they're clearly saying what? They cannot be forced to work more than 48 hours on average, and limits young workers to 8 hours a day. So that means the worker should be not more than 48 hours, and if they are young workers, it should be 8 hours a day. That is according to 40 hours a week. So everything is talking about the number of hours work permissible. Permissible means permitted, allowed, legitimate, legal thing. It's slightly pointing into A. Okay, but not confirming because it's the first line. Generally, there are lots of clue available in the very first sentence because that is the topic sentence, the core of what the ensuing paragraph is about. So from 1st August 2018, junior doctors' hours will also be restricted. Again, they're talking about what is the permitted time. Now, from this particular period of time, again, junior doctors are also going to be working for this much amount of time. The number of hours should be averaged out over 17 weeks period. So they are talking about this should be calculated on the 17 weeks period. Besides working time limits, the regulations cover working at night, health assessments for night workers, time off, rest breaks at work, paid annual leave. So they are talking about what are the things that they are going to limit. There are provisions for workers to come to an opt-out agreement. That means they can opt out. That means they can decide with their employers from defined period. They can have that choice. Should the nature of the work make this necessary? But they are giving a clause for it. If the nature of the work is mandatory. Okay. So these guidelines are governed by Department of Trade and Industry and also National Health Service. So very specifically they are telling everything about what is the permitted number of hours. So uneven work hours for different professions, there is nowhere in the paragraph they're talking about different professions, isn't it? Manju Merita, good afternoon. Though late, happy to welcome you again. So intensity of the work done in stipulated period of time, there is no intensity of the work done. They're not talking anything about how much of an effort or how much of a thing that they are putting during that period of time. It's not mentioned. So it's very safe and a sweet answer. Why? The answer is A. Now people who got B and C, is there any clarification that you need? Or is there anything that you want me to add on to the explanation to what I have just done? If you have understood, please put a thumbs up. If there is any doubt that you still have, do not worry about what others are going to think about. You can clarify. Anju understood. Ambali understood. Excellent. Just not dancing. Keep on dancing, yeah? Anybody else? Is there anything that you want me to clarify? Because you are a priority. Anupriya clear. Anju Sujan clear. Okay. Vinitha clear. Done. Okay. Jyoti done. Everybody is clear. Nancy Anna Thomas. Archana Pillai, good afternoon. Matthews, understood. See, when you read something, you always have to read on a third person's perspective so that you understand. We as a people are always able to understand when somebody else's fault or what they read or how they read, isn't it? So it should be like that. Shipa Jinaya, Chinnu, Sonia, Anila Mol, thank you for the flowers. So this is how you should be. Yes, Gina Johnny understood. Hani Prasad understood. Okay, excellent. So because there is no doubt and all of you have said it is clear, Soumya Satyan also said clear, let's go into the next item, which is part A, which is the first item in your exam. Yeah, part A we have definitely told you, and we have done an exclusive video in the very same page which you're watching. After finishing this part A, if you're still unaware of what to do in part A, do go and check that part A, reading tips and strategies. You will be enlightened and you will have no doubts at all. Okay, so do watch it. Now what is today's material that we're going to do part A? Which I have already shared. Dystonia. Easy, little tricky. Very nice. I like that answer just now. Easy? little tricky. So covering all the aspect about it. Good. Mubi baby, after a long time. Jimmy Amara, Sneha Mati, dystonia. Fair enough. Mahesh Gatsi, dystonia. And I'm sure that you all know a little bit tricky, Anju. Okay, fair enough. Because Neethu madam, as always, is watching the very same thing. Whatever that you're commenting, she will take it into account and she designs the very next day material in order to make sure that you are all geared up for that big day. Yeah, so fair enough. Little bit confusing, Soumya. Okay, bit difficult, Ambali. Nice material, Divya. Okay, I like these kind of varied comments. It's hats off to each one of you. Let's go into part A now. Part A generally have 20 questions, 15 minutes. 3 types of question. 1 to 7 match the following. 8 to 14 short answer questions and 15 to 20 fill in the blanks question. So match the following is a very much like, it's kind of playing like, this video game. Okay, where is it? So when you're skimming, that's a strategy for part A. Bit confusing, Simi. Okay. When you're skimming, you have to always be aware of it. See, it's just to bring it into your brain. It's a fairly good one. Okay. I was late. Okay, no worries, Gigi. Priyanka understood. Okay, fair enough. Now, when you're underlining the keywords, as when you're skimming, you should know what is text A about, what is text B about, what is text C about, what is text D about. If you can do that and ensure that it has been there in your memory, your answer to 1 to 7 is easy, just a piece of cake. Why? Because it's only reference of keywords. Now let's see. Nikhil Josmani, nice to see you again. So question number 1. So both in the passage, as that is what you're going to do in text, you're going to underline the keywords. After that, you're going to underline the keywords in the question and you're going to refer. Yeah. Initial methods to identify the condition. So very specifically asking initial method, identify condition. So where are they talking about? Initial method, identify. See, identifying diagnosis, isn't it? Where are they talking about diagnosis? Oh, I remember, it is there only in text C because the heading itself says diagnosis. So do we need to worry about anything else? No, you don't. Just click C there. Not click, write C. So the answer is C. Now question number 2. When do one have a 50% chance of getting the disease? So very specifically asking when 50% getting disease. So 50% is not as such mentioned, isn't it? Now where is it? If you really look into hemidystonia, it says where one entire side of the body is affected. That means 50%, isn't it? See, these are called paraphrasing. They give you in a very different concept. So the answer for 2 is A. Question number 3. Easing of symptoms and thereby improving the functions can be done through. So clearly asking easing symptoms, improving function. Where are they talking about? Is as such, because easing of symptom means treatment, isn't it? So where are those talking about treatment? It's there in physical therapy or occupational therapy or both to help ease symptoms and improve function. So as such mentioned in D. Question number 4. Despite causing problems in brain, the brain functions that are unaffected are. So clearly asking despite problem brain, unaffected are. Where are they talking about? They're talking about in the very first sentence, these are the causes, isn't it? So it's therein exactly how dystonia help remain uncertain, but it was thought to have caused by the problem which are part of the brain that controls the muscle. So it's clearly mentioned in B. Question number 5. Medication. Do we need to further look into? Medication is already there only in treatment, isn't it? So even with that, medication, diagnosing, curing, where are they talking? It's there in D. So the answer is D. This is how you refer. Yeah. Question number 6. The cause of dystonia that can't be identified. So what are the causes? Causes. Do we need to go anywhere else? It's there in B. Question number 7. What are the types of dystonia? So as such mentioned, 5 types. Very, very, very specifically mentioned. So the answer is A. So I have wrapped up 1 to 7. Please be kind enough to tell me what are your total scores. Yeah. 8 to 14. Short answer. Word, number, combination of both, or a short phrase. So EMG stands for, very straight, isn't it? EMG as such mentioned in text C, it is electromyography. So ELECTROMYOGRAPHY, one word answer. How you write is also important, yeah? Question number 9. A specific type of dystonia that affects only when we are engaging in any activities are. So specific type, engaging, activity. So activity as such mentioned anywhere, it's there in text A under the very first sentence, focal dystonia. Under that it clearly says if it only affects someone during a specific activity such as writing, it is described as task hyphen specific dystonia. So clearly task hyphen specific dystonia, TASK hyphen SPECIFIC DYSTONIA, not focal. So dystonia is needed, not needed. So it is only task specific is the answer. Okay. So question number 10. The procedure to adopt if the cases are acute. So clearly procedure, cases acute. So where are they talking about all these? The procedure treatment, no? Go there and now search for keyword. What are they saying? If your symptoms are severe, acute, paraphrased, surgery might help. So to adopt if cases are acute, surgery is the answer. This is how you infer. Question number 11. Disease develops as a result of insufficient level of dopamine. So disease result insufficient dopamine. So where are they talking about dopamine insufficient level? It's as such mentioned in text B because the cause is Parkinson's disease, a neurological condition caused by the lack of neurotransmitter called dopamine. So all those keywords are as such mentioned. So what is the answer? It's a two-word answer. Parkinson's, sorry, a one-word answer, Parkinson's. PARKINSON apostrophe S should be the answer, not Parkinson's without an apostrophe, with an apostrophe. Question number 12. As an initial stage of diagnosis, what is to be done along with evaluating the medical history? So initial stage diagnosis, evaluating medical history. So diagnosis, do we need to look further? You know that it is there in C. Now go and search for the keyword. It's there in physical examination. All the other keywords are as such mentioned. So the answer is two-word answer, PHYSICALEXAMINATION. Examination's not there. Physical examination. See, physical exam, you are changing according to what you like. See, do not change what you like. Do replicate as such mentioned in the passage. Until and unless it is really necessary, especially at times, they will give you in fill in the blanks. Question number 13. Brain abnormalities can be evaluated by conducting. So clearly brain abnormalities evaluated, again evaluation. So where are they talking about? It's as such mentioned as MRI or CT scan. So it's again a 3-4-word answer, MRI or CT scan. Question number 14, the ultimate one for short answer. What should be done as an ultimate procedure, all treatment option unsuccessful? So ultimate treatment, all treatment option unsuccessful. So they're clearly saying in treatment option, go to treatment D. Selective denervation surgery. This procedure until dystonia, and it's all the other keywords are as such mentioned. So it's a 3-word answer. SELECTIVE DENERVATION SURGERY. So for the final stint of fill in the blanks, which is 15 to 20, again word, number, combination of both or a short phrase. And, see, and that means next word should definitely be a vowel sounded word. So and dash is a pattern through which the gene responsible for the formation of primary dystonia pass to the families. So clearly asking you very specifically pattern, genes responsible, so causes. So you should search for B now. So gene responsible for these types, second paragraph, dystonia passed down through the families in pattern that is known as autosomal dominant. So it's a 2-word answer, AUTOSOMAL DOMINANT. Question number 16. MRI or CT scans are dash which are conducted to identify the abnormalities in your brain such as tumor lesion or episodes of stroke. You know where MRI and CT is. So what is the only thing missing? There's a two word which is missing, imagine test. So IMAGINGTESTS is the answer. Question number 17. The primary dystonia commences from the dash itself and are caused by the genetic abnormalities. So primary dystonia cause genetic abnormalities. So where are they talking about all these? Again the causes, isn't it? These are all your causes. You are very much aware of such kind of thing. So again, if there is no identifiable cause of dystonia and if it causes genetic effect, it is described as primary dystonia and it usually begins in childhood. So again a one word answer, CHILDHOOD. Question number 18. The legs may or may not be affected in dash where trunk and two other parts of the body is affected. So very specifically, legs affected, trunk, body affected. So where are they talking about all these? It's as such mentioned in where? Text A, not the very last one, the penultimate point, generalized dystonia. So clearly GENERALISED is the answer. Question number 19, the penultimate one. Trihexyphenidyl and dash are two medications that act as the neurotransmitters other than dopamine. So very specifically they are asking you about medicine. So medicine is also mentioned in treatment. So where are they? The second paragraph, benztropine. Okay, BENZTROPINE is the answer because all the other keywords are as such mentioned. The ultimate question, electric pulses are sent by the dash to your brain that might help control your muscle contraction. So electric pulses, brain, control, muscle. So where are they talking about all these? It's there in generator. So again it's a treatment. It's there under deep brain stimulation, the generator send. So the answer is generator, GENERATOR. So I have wrapped out, I have fired my 20 answers. Now it's high time that you start firing me. What are your total scores? I want each one of you to comment. What are your scores? Because most of you except, see, again, if you have made a spelling error, do make it wrong, yeah, so that you will not make that mistake. Soumya 17, good enough. Gigi 19, Jasna 20, absolutely good enough. Keep it up, keep it up. Ambali 18, good enough, good enough. Hani Prasad 17, excellent. Asha Shiju 20 out of 20, very, very good, keep it up. Sheba 17, good enough. See, Sheba, you made a few spelling errors, isn't it? That's the reason, but I appreciate, good enough. Divya Mol 18, Anju Sijin 17, Anila Mol 16, good enough, good enough. Vinita Janardhan 20, excellent, keep it up. 13 answer if I write MRI, not right. MRI or CT scan. Mahesh 18, good enough. Siminibu 16, Jyoti 16, good enough, good enough. So when you go back and see where you have gone and made those mistakes, you will find that these are all small silly mistakes, isn't it? Because maybe Matthews 19, good enough, Matthews, keep it up. These are all small things that you would have definitely missed it by a small lack of concentration or not underlining the keyword. Nancy 17, Jishore 15, good enough, keep it up. Good, good, good. So anything you want me to clarify, anything that you're not sure about, anything that you want me to address, anything that is there anything like that? Cassie 16, good enough. Anything that you want me to address? I know that you're all well versed with everything, but even though, because the whole idea behind why Neethu Madam have incorporated this kind of classes is to make sure that we are coming as an aid to you. We want to make sure that you are clear of what that day material is, what you have any. Okay, as you have started saying thank you, Simi, you have said thank you. So I hope you don't have, and if you have, again I remind you, do not hesitate to ask. Yeah. So it was another stunning live with all your presence. It's an honor to have you all in front of another live session. Until I see you tomorrow, it's adios from me. Take care. God bless you all.